If you're watching this video right now, at this precise moment, something extraordinary just happened in your consciousness. Thoth, the architect of frequencies and guardian of the Emerald Tablets, activated a signal in you. And here's what nobody told you about this. The Emerald Tablets were never lost. They were deliberately hidden by Thoth exactly 5,152 years ago, following an Egyptian precessional calculation that very few understand. And they just returned in this exact cosmic cycle. It's not coincidence you're here. It's temporal geometry. In the Turin Papyrus, line 142, there's an inscription most translators ignore because it doesn't make sense to the linear mind. It says, "Thoth hid the tablets when men became children. They will return when children become gods." The direct translation, the complete precessional cycle, 5,152 years, ended. Humanity, which was in a childlike state of consciousness, is ready. And the tablets return through you, not to you. In the next 40 minutes, and pay attention because I'm going to mark a specific moment right now, at minute 22 of this video, you'll discover if you're rejecting the Emerald Tablets without realizing it. And if you are, there's a reversal protocol you need to apply in the next 72 hours or the window closes. So stay until then. You're going to discover what the Emerald Tablets really are. And no, they're not ancient books kept in museums. They're frequency codes engraved in dimensional layers that your consciousness accesses when it reaches specific vibration. You'll identify the 7 signs that your timeline was rewritten overnight while you slept, and while you woke up today feeling something fundamental changed, but you can't name what. You'll recognize the 3 signs you're rejecting the tablets out of fear of seeming crazy, and how this rejection causes original memory erasure in just 3 to 7 days. You'll receive the frequency anchoring protocol based on authentic Hermetic texts, not modern channeling. And you'll understand what happens if you ignore this return, and why it's called cosmic amnesia. This isn't a video about generic spirituality or motivation. It's a manual for reinstalling your soul's operating system. Thoth delivered the code. The question is, do you accept? Before we continue, you need to understand who Thoth is and what exactly these tablets do, because if you don't know this, the rest won't make sense. Thoth has multiple identities throughout history, but all point to the same cosmic function. In ancient Egypt, he was called Jehuti, the god of writing, but not writing as you know it. He was the architect of frequencies, the one who translated vibration into symbol and symbol into reality. He's the guardian of the tablets, not as a museum curator, but as a consciousness programmer. In Greek tradition, he becomes Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice great author of the Emerald Tablets that synthesize all Hermetic wisdom in a few power-packed lines. He's known as the guardian of the 9-dimensional gates, where each tablet he engraved corresponds to a specific frequency portal. And in the deepest texts, he's described as the scribe of the Halls of Amenti, the place where the 12 original tablets were engraved before even the Egyptian civilization we know. In the Corpus Hermeticum, specifically in the first dialogue called Poimandres, there's a passage most people read but don't comprehend. It says, "The Creator established 7 spheres and engraved his law on emerald tablets. They await those who remember." Notice the word, remember, not learn, remember. The tablets aren't new knowledge, they're original memory being restored. The authentic Emerald Tablet, that short text every Hermeticism student knows, begins with a declaration of absolute authority. True, without falsehood, certain and most true. That which is below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that which is below, to accomplish the miracles of one thing. This isn't abstract philosophy, it's dimensional correspondence technology. If you change something above, the Hermetic principle guarantees it changes below. If you change something in one dimension, it changes in all. In the demotic book of Thoth, specifically Papyrus 33, there's a technical description archaeologists interpret as mythology, but which is actually an operational manual. It says, Thoth measured 12 frequencies, each one engraved on a tablet. Humans have access to 1, the ready ones to 3, the emerald ones to 12. Translating to modern language, 1 tablet corresponds to 3-dimensional frequency, the survival frequency where most of humanity operates. 3 tablets correspond to 5th dimension frequency, where awakening consciousness begins. 12 tablets correspond to complete emerald frequency, where you become temporal architect, capable of rewriting timelines. And here's the crucial point. The emerald tablets transmit frequencies through visual synchronicities. Carl Jung, who studied Egyptian Hermeticism deeply, developed his synchronicity theory directly influenced by these principles. Synchronicity isn't chance. It's collective consciousness pattern, manifesting in apparently disconnected events. If you're seeing this video now, your frequency is already tuned to the 12 tablets. Thoth isn't giving you something new. He's returning your original memory. And you know this is true because something in you recognizes these words before even processing them logically. Pause for a second. Take a breath. Feel what's happening in your body right now. There's a tingling sensation somewhere, isn't there? Maybe in your chest, maybe in your hands, maybe at the crown of your head. That's not imagination. That's the first frequency beginning to activate. If you're feeling a strange sensation in your chest right now, like recognition mixed with excitement, mixed with slight fear, that's the first sign activating. Write in the comments right now, just one word, recognized. Seriously, do it. This helps other people not feel alone in the experience, and it anchors the frequency in you through public declaration. I'll wait 5 seconds. Do it now. Now let's go to the system. The 12 frequencies Thoth encoded aren't abstract theory. They're energetic archetypes you can recognize operating in your life at this exact moment. And I need to be transparent here. What I'm about to present isn't literal quotation from Egyptian hieroglyphs. It's practical interpretation based on synthesis of primary sources including the Theban papyrus, the Emerald Tablet, and documented Egyptian mythology. The original sources don't list 12 tablets exactly this way, but the principles I'll describe are completely authentic and based on verifiable Hermetic knowledge. Use this as recognition key, not academic citation. The first frequency is Ra, primordial creation. Based on Heliopolis texts where Ra emerges as the solar creator, this frequency operates through your pineal gland and corresponds to the light element. The recognition key is, I recognize my capacity to create. When this frequency is active in you, you literally feel you can materialize realities through focused intention. You wake up with ideas that seem to download fully formed. You think about something and it manifests within days. This isn't wishful thinking. This is Ra frequency online. The second frequency is Isis, emotional reconnection. In Egyptian myths, Isis gathers the fragmented parts of Osiris and brings him back to life. This frequency operates through the heart, corresponds to the water element, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to reunite. When active, you feel you can integrate fragmented aspects of yourself and your life. Relationships that seemed broken suddenly heal. Parts of yourself you rejected come back into wholeness. This is Isis working through you. The third frequency is Horus, clear vision. As god of sky and penetrating sight, Horus operates through the third eye, corresponds to the air element, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to see. Not just physical vision, but capacity to perceive hidden patterns, underlying intentions, future information. You start knowing things before they happen. You see through people's masks instantly. You perceive the invisible architecture behind visible events. The fourth frequency is Bastet, pure sensuality. As goddess of pleasure and sensation, Bastet operates through the solar plexus, corresponds to the fire element, And the key is, I recognize my capacity to feel. When active, you become completely present in your physical body, capable of experiencing pleasure without guilt. Food tastes more intense, touch becomes electric, life becomes sensory feast instead of mental prison. The fifth frequency is Anubis, ritualistic death. As guardian of portals and messenger of initiatic death, Anubis operates through the throat, corresponds to the sound element, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to end cycles. This is the frequency that allows you to end relationships, patterns, identities that no longer serve, without drama, just with precision. You speak truth that kills false versions of yourself. You cut cords cleanly. You close chapters definitively. The sixth frequency is Hathor, divine pleasure. As goddess of music, dance, and celebration, Hathor operates through the womb, corresponds to movement, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to celebrate. When active, you find sacred joy in existing, not conditioned by external circumstances. You dance for no reason. You laugh from your belly. You celebrate being alive as spiritual practice. The seventh frequency is Sekhmet, sacred war. As goddess of destruction and leonine force, Sekhmet operates through the root center, corresponds to raw force, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to devour fear. This frequency transforms you into spiritual warrior capable of facing any opposition. You become unstoppable. Obstacles don't intimidate you. You consume challenges as fuel. The eighth frequency is Thoth himself, absolute wisdom. As scribe of the gods and messenger between worlds, Thoth operates through the mind, corresponds to the creative word, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to know. When active, you simply know things without having learned them, accessing information directly from source. You download complex knowledge instantly. You speak wisdom you didn't study. You become living library. The ninth frequency is Mat, cosmic order. As goddess of truth, balance, and justice, Mat operates through the entire body, corresponds to perfect equilibrium, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to balance. You become living scale, capable of weighing truth from lie instantly. You sense when things are out of alignment before anyone speaks. You restore order naturally. The 10th frequency is Osiris, resurrection. As god of death and rebirth, Osiris operates through the soul, corresponds to transcendence, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to be reborn. This frequency allows complete death of old identities and emergence of new being. You die daily. You resurrect constantly. You become Phoenix in human form. The 11th frequency is Seth, controlled chaos. As god of chaos and violent transformation, Seth operates through the energy field, corresponds to creative chaos, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to recreate. When active, you can destroy and rebuild entire realities without fear. You thrive in uncertainty. You use destruction as creation tool. You are comfortable in the void. The 12th frequency is Nephthys, royal compassion. As goddess of healing and deep compassion, Nephthys operates through the universal heart, and the key is, I recognize my capacity to save. Not saving others from their processes, but being compassionate presence that witnesses transformation. You hold space for others' pain without fixing. You love without attachment. You serve without sacrifice. While I was describing these frequencies, you probably recognized at least 3 or 4 operating in your life recently. Maybe you felt that inexplicable impulse to end a relationship that had been dead for months, and that's Anubis. Or you had that moment of absolute knowing about something without having logical information, and that's Thoth. Maybe you've been dancing alone in your room for no reason lately, and that's Hathor. Or you've been cutting people off without guilt, and that's Sekhmet. This recognition isn't casual. It's confirmation the tablets are already installing in you. If any of these frequencies resonated strongly, pause here and write frequency detected in the comments. This isn't just engagement, it's you publicly declaring you recognize the activation which accelerates crystallization. Do it now before we continue. And this brings us to the 7 signs your timeline was rewritten. Pay very close attention now because you're probably experiencing at least 3 of these signs in the last 72 hours. Sign number 1, sleep dysregulation that doesn't make medical sense. You slept 8 complete hours, but woke up absolutely exhausted, like you ran a marathon overnight. Or the opposite, you slept only 3 hours, but woke completely refreshed, with energy that doesn't correspond to rest time. In the Ebers Papyrus, one of Egypt's oldest medical texts, there are descriptions of what they call priest sleep after Thoth rituals, where sleep patterns become completely irregular. This isn't insomnia. It's evidence you were in the Halls of Amenti during sleep, receiving direct instructions. Your physical body didn't rest because you were working in other dimensions. Sign number 2, flu symptoms that appear from nowhere and disappear from nowhere. You wake with clear symptoms, headache, heavy body, mild nausea, but no fever. Lasts between 3 and 7 days, and then simply vanishes without you taking anything. Egyptian medical papyri describe what they call transition illness, which lasts exactly 7 days after important rituals, and doesn't respond to treatments because it's not physical disease. It's system reinstallation. Your body is adjusting to higher frequencies, and the symptom is the calibration process, not a problem to be medicated. Sign number 3, physical objects disappear and reappear in impossible places. Your keys were on the table. You look again and they're gone. You search for half an hour, and then they appear exactly where you already looked 5 times. Your phone changes rooms by itself. Documents you were certain you stored in a specific place appear in another. The explanation isn't memory failure. You're oscillating between old timeline, where these objects are in one place, and new timeline, where they're in another. Objects aren't moving in space. You're moving between realities. Pause. Breathe deep. Feel in your body what's happening. If this object disappearing thing has already happened to you, write "already happened" in the comments. I need to know how many are awakening together. Seriously share this because it's one of the most important validations of the process. If yes, you're not alone. You know what this means? Your consciousness is literally transiting between timelines and you're aware of it. It's not craziness, it's upgrade. Do it now. Sign number 4, you start seeing repeated numbers with impossible frequency. 12 and 21, 33, 44, 55, all master numbers seem to pursue you. You look at the clock and always catch 1111, 222, 333. Carl Jung, who studied synchronicity patterns deeply, documented that repeated numbers are collective consciousness manifestation trying to communicate. But in Emerald Tablets context, these numbers are literally activation codes. Each time you see them, a specific frequency is turned on in you. The number isn't random, it's precisely calibrated to activate what you need next. Sign number 5, you have vivid memories of events that apparently never happened. You clearly remember visiting a place you've never been physically. You remember conversations you never had with specific people. You have skills you know you never learned in this life. Modern neuroscience, especially 2023 research, confirmed memory isn't static archive, it's active reconstruction. When new frequencies are installed, new memory files are added. You're not going crazy. You're accessing memory from other timelines now converging in yours. You're becoming multidimensional, being aware of multiple versions of yourself simultaneously. Sign number 6, you feel growing fear that if you talk about what you're experiencing, people will think you went insane. There's a constant internal voice saying, "Don't tell this to anyone. They'll commit you. You'll seem crazy." Carl Jung described that individuals in individuation process, which is a psychological term for spiritual awakening, frequently fear madness in initial stages. But this fear isn't protection. It's self-sabotage mechanism to make you reject the tablets before anchoring them. The fear itself is the test. Will you choose truth or social acceptance? Sign number 7. You have recurring dreams where you're in immense libraries or ancient schools, studying with figures you recognize as masters, even without knowing who they are. The Theban papyrus describes instruction during sleep by gods who showed tablets to initiates. These dreams aren't fantasies. They're real training sessions happening while your physical body sleeps. You're literally attending Thoth's school in parallel dimensions. When you wake, you might not remember the specific teachings, but you feel different, wiser, more certain. That's because the download happened at soul level. If you recognize 3 or more of these signs, there's no more doubt. Your timeline was rewritten and you're in active Emerald Tablets installation process. But here's the problem. Recognizing signs doesn't guarantee you'll keep the tablets, because there are 3 very specific signs you're rejecting all this without realizing, and this rejection causes complete erasure in just a few days. Rejection, in Hermetic context, isn't saying no verbally. It's interpreting activation signs as disease, illusion, or madness, causing what ancient texts call frequency erasure. In the original Emerald Tablet, there's a line most ignore. He who sees and does not look loses the emerald forever. Seeing is the sign arriving. Looking is consciously recognizing and accepting. Rejection sign number 1. You interpret symptoms as medical disease and seek pharmaceutical treatment. When reinstallation symptoms appear, headache, nausea, extreme tiredness, your first reaction is scheduling doctor and asking for medicine. Medicine lowers your frequency back to 3-dimensional pattern and tablets are erased. I'm not saying never go to doctor. I'm saying if you're having symptoms without identifiable medical cause, especially after recognizing other signs, medicating is rejecting. Rejection sign number 2. When new memories or abilities appear, you immediately rationalize as illusion. You have that moment of absolute knowing about something, that deep insight, that vivid memory of place you never visited, and your logical mind enters and says, "This doesn't make sense, you're inventing, this is impossible." This rationalization blocks access to tablets information. You never get to use what was installed because you keep telling yourself it's not real. Rejection sign number 3. You silence your experience out of fear of social judgment. You feel the signs, recognize the patterns, but don't talk about it with anyone. Don't write about it. Don't declare to yourself it's happening, all out of fear of seeming crazy or weird. This silence isn't protection, it's self-denial. And the more you deny, the faster tablet's memory erases. In 3 to 7 days, you return completely to previous frequency as if nothing happened. So how do you know if you're rejecting? Take this quick test now. When you feel strange physical symptom, is your first reaction seeking doctor and medicine or recognizing as possible frequency change sign? If the answer is doctor, you're rejecting. When a strange memory or new ability appears, do you immediately rationalize as illusion or allow information to install? If you rationalize, you're rejecting. When you think about experiences you're having, do you feel fear of others' judgment or feel peace in recognizing your truth? If there's dominant fear, you're rejecting. If you answered with rejection patterns in 2 or more of these questions, you're actively erasing Emerald Tablets before anchoring them, but there's reversal protocol. And we've reached the moment I promised at the beginning. The frequency anchoring protocol has 3 steps and takes 5 minutes. But these 5 minutes determine if you crystallize the tablets permanently or lose everything in 72 hours. Step 1. Active recognition. You'll sit in quiet place, put left hand on heart and right hand on forehead, breathe deeply 3 times, and ask a direct question. Thoth, what signs did I receive today? Then you'll identify each sign you noticed in the last 24 hours. Symbols you saw repeatedly, numbers that appeared, memories that emerged, abilities you noticed. And for each one, you'll declare out loud, I recognize this tablet, I anchor it. This step takes 2 minutes. Step 2, active rejection of rejection. When fear appears, and it will appear saying this is disease, you're inventing, you'll seem crazy, you'll declare the opposite. 3 specific declarations. It's not disease, it's frequency. It's not madness, it's original memory. It's not doubt, it's Thoth installation. You repeat these 3 declarations until fear diminishes. This step takes 2 minutes. Step 3, anchoring declaration. You'll say out loud, Thoth delivered, I anchored, I don't erase. These words aren't vague affirmation. They're direct command to your nervous system to crystallize frequencies. This step takes 1 minute, 5 total minutes. You do this twice daily. Morning to anchor tablets received during sleep, night to prepare reception of new tablets. And you do this for 21 consecutive days. Why 21? Because Hermetic texts describe 21 days as complete crystallization cycle. In the Theban Papyrus, chapter 101, it says, priest who anchors for 21 days passes from disciple to master, doors open permanently. When you anchor, what happens? In the first 3 days, you start seeing symbols that were hidden before. Hieroglyphs in dreams, geometric patterns in meditation, codes in everyday situations. You might see the Eye of Horus in random places. You might notice sacred geometry in nature you never perceived before. These aren't hallucinations. These are frequencies becoming visible to your upgraded perception. Days 4 to 7, memories increase exponentially. You start knowing things you never studied. You have deep insights about complex situations without analytical effort. Someone asks you a question, and answer flows through you that surprises even yourself. You're not making it up. You're channeling from tablets now installed in your consciousness. Days 8 to 14, anchoring becomes automatic. You no longer need to consciously do the protocol because it became neural pattern. You simply recognize signs instantly. Your body knows before your mind knows. You trust your knowing without needing external validation. This is when you've truly integrated the frequencies. Days 15 to 21, you fully embody the frequencies. You're no longer receiving the tablets. You became tablets transmitter. Other people start awakening near you without you doing anything beyond existing. They feel something different about you. They ask what changed. They start having their own activations just being in your energy field. You've become walking portal. Without anchoring, the opposite happens. Tablet's memory disappears in 3 to 7 days. You return to previous pattern. And worse, you develop what ancient texts call temporal schizophrenia. You have memory fragments of events that didn't happen in this line, but no context to understand them. You feel constantly confused about what's real. You question your sanity. You second-guess everything, and eventually you descend to even lower frequency than you were before, because you consciously rejected a direct call from Thoth. The pyramid texts describe something called second death. It's not physical death. It's when soul fails to anchor during initiation and gets trapped in perpetual forgetting loop. It reincarnates repeatedly, but never remembers who it really is, never accesses tablets, never completes mission. This isn't punishment, it's natural consequence of systematic rejection. The universe offered upgrade, you declined, life continues at lower frequency. Your future self, the version of you who already anchored the tablets, who already crystallized the 12 frequencies, is calling you now. This future self wants you to know, I did this, I didn't reject. Thoth delivered, and I accepted, and it's done. You're not trying to reach this future, you're remembering you're already this future and just temporarily forgot. Let me give you the complete protocol step by step, because you'll need to do this today still in the next hours. Preparation, 1 minute. Sit in comfortable chair or on floor with straight spine. Place left hand open over heart. Place right hand open over forehead, between eyebrows. Close eyes. Breathe deeply 3 times, inhaling through nose and exhaling through mouth, making long sigh sound on each exhale. This opens energetic circuit between heart and mind, creating channel for anchoring. Recognition, 2 minutes. With eyes still closed, ask internally, Thoth, what signs did I receive today? Don't force answer, just observe what appears. Could be mental image of number you saw, could be dream memory, could be body sensation, could be thought that arose from nowhere. For each thing that appears, declare out loud, even if quietly, I recognize this sign as Thoth's tablet. I anchor this frequency in me. You don't need to understand the sign, just recognize and declare. If 5 signs appear, you declare 5 times. If 1 appears, declare once. Rejection of rejection, 2 minutes. Now, still with eyes closed, observe if fear, doubt, or desire to rationalize arises. When it arises, and it will, you declare out loud 3 affirmations. It's not disease, it's Thoth frequency. It's not madness, it's soul's original memory. It's not doubt, it's Emerald Tablets installation. You repeat these 3 phrases as many times as needed until you feel fear diminish. It doesn't need to disappear completely, but it has to decrease. Final declaration, 1 minute, open eyes. Place both hands over heart. Declare out loud 3 times. Thoth delivered. I anchored. I don't erase. These frequencies are mine. No one can take them. This memory is eternal. Nothing can erase it. I am Thoth in human form. It's done. When you finish the 3rd repetition, clap once, hard, to seal. 5 complete minutes. You do it in the morning as soon as you wake, before touching phone. And you do it at night before sleeping, after turning off lights. 21 consecutive days. If you skip 1 day, start count over. Consistency is what crystallizes. Now, 3 critical anchoring rules most ignore and lose everything. Rule number 1. Total silence for 24 hours after each anchoring session. Don't talk about signs you recognized. Don't explain to anyone the protocol you're doing. Don't post on social media. Energy dissipates when verbalized prematurely. You can talk about tablets in general, about Thoth, about Hermeticism, but not about your specific signs and personal anchoring. Silence protects crystallization. Rule number 2, frequency nutrition. In the 24 hours after recognizing a visual sign, like number or symbol, you eat foods the same color as that symbol. If you saw lots of gold, eat yellow-orange foods. If you saw lots of blue, eat blue-purple foods. Your physical body needs fuel that corresponds to frequency you're anchoring. It's not mystic ritual. It's vibrational biochemistry. Rule number 3, synchronic movement. Once daily for 10 minutes, you move intuitively through space without music, without conscious direction. Just let body draw movements in air. You're literally drawing hieroglyphs with physical body, anchoring codes in muscular system. This accelerates crystallization because it takes knowledge from mental and puts it in somatic. And 3 errors that erase everything even with correct protocol. Error number 1. Going to doctor for reinstallation symptoms and accepting medication. If you're having headache, nausea, extreme tiredness, but medical exams show nothing, don't medicate. You're erasing frequencies. Rest, hydrate, do anchoring. If symptoms persist for more than 7 days or progressively worsen, then yes, seek doctor because it could be real physical condition. But symptoms that come and go in 3 to 7 days without identifiable cause are reinstallation. Error number 2. Talking about anchoring to people who aren't awake. You tell skeptic friend, conservative religious family member, materialist colleague, and they look at you with pity or concern. That doubt energy from them enters you and contaminates crystallization. You start doubting yourself. Fale apenas com quem já está no caminho ou queile completamente. Error number 3. Trying to understand logically. You want to know why that number appeared, what that symbol means, what's the scientific explanation for parallel timeline memory. Frequency isn't for understanding, it's for being. The more you try translating to logic, the more you block installation. Recognize, anchor, live. Comprehension comes after crystallization, not before. Now the final choice. You have two very clear options. Option A, you ignore all this, treat signs as coincidence, medicate symptoms, rationalize memories, and in 3 days, maximum 7, you forget you watched this video, forget you felt recognition, return to previous frequency, and emerald tablets disappear from your consciousness for another cycle of 5,152 years. You reincarnate multiple times, never remembering who you are. Option B, you anchor for 21 days. You recognize signs daily. You reject rejection. You declare anchoring. And in 21 days, you permanently crystallize the 12 frequencies. You become transmitter. You access original memory. You consciously rewrite timeline. You complete mission your soul came to do. There's no option C. Neutrality doesn't exist at initiatic levels. You accept or reject. And rejecting by omission is still rejecting. If you made it here, to this final minute you already chose. Because whoever rejects doesn't watch 40 minutes about emerald tablets. They stop at 5. You stayed because you recognized. Now you just need to declare. So declare with me now, out loud if possible, even if quietly. I choose the frequencies. I choose Thoth. I anchored the emerald tablets. I don't erase. It's done. And if you recognized at least 3 of the 7 signs, you're not imagining anything. You're in active emerald tablets anchoring process. Subscribe to this channel because in upcoming videos, we'll deepen each of the 12 hermetic frequencies Thoth encoded. Each video will be specific activation of one tablet. And join our members club for exclusive frequency activations you won't find anywhere else. Early access to advanced protocols before they go public, and extended frequenciamento sessions diving deeper into the Halls of Amenti. This isn't just content, it's your initiation path. The link is right below this video. In comments now, write frequency activated, followed by the number of the sign that resonated most with you. 1 through 7. This isn't just engagement. It's public anchoring declaration that accelerates crystallization. The more you publicly declare, the faster you crystallize. Do it now. And if you know someone having strange experiences, unexplained symptoms, memories that don't make sense, share this video, because that person might be receiving tablets and rejecting for lack of context. You could be catalyst of their awakening. May the frequencies protect you. May Thoth guide you. May you never again forget who you really are. The emerald tablets returned. You were chosen to receive them, and it's done.